Who is United Way? We are a collective voice, a community in action. United Way of Cascade County fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in our community. We unite to tackle our community's toughest problems, the persistent and ones we've never faced before. We unite hand raisers and those who need a hand. We unite people who dare to care and those who fear to hope. We unite because there is strength in numbers. We unite with purpose to make our community better for you, your family, and our neighbors. When we unite, we help a struggling student find a good paying job, provide a young family the opportunity to own a home and become financially stable for the first time, connect traumatized veterans to the resources they need to recover. At the United Way of Cascade County, we have a way. Our way rallies resources to solve deep-rooted problems and create lasting success no one can achieve alone. Our way is a rallying cry, a power of many community impact way, a from hope to help, dollars to difference way, a way that is needed in our communities now more than ever before. So, who is United Way? I am. You are. United Way is a Susie and Marvin, Ashley and Logan, Xavier and Henry.
When I was 5 years old, I had been taken away from my biological family, mainly because they weren't able to take proper care of me by getting me clean clothes or clothes that fit. I didn't really know that it wasn't an okay situation until I was 13. I did get adopted at the age of 7. They were a great family, but I had gotten into a little bit of trouble with the law, enough so that my adoptive family didn't want to have to deal with it at the age of 14, and that's when I moved here. When I first got to Kairos, I didn't really know what was going on, other than I was being taken from my family for a second time. And then they just helped me get through all those struggles, having to deal with my loss and family. I had a lot of support and they gave me a lot of motivation to be able to get through it.
He was really mad. He learned how to patch some holes with sheetrock and mud. You can learn different outlets when you get mad. He's learned that you can talk to people and you feel better about it. It took him probably about 3 months to come out of his shell, start talking to people, and then he just brightened up.
Kairos has provided me with a caring home, helped me get a job. They're teaching me how to save my money and how to give back to the community. Also, they've helped me get back into contact with my family. They help you get through life and all the struggles. They are a family to me. If it wasn't for them, I think I would be in JDC or Pine Hills. Right now I'm doing a construction class up at the college. Next year I'll be with my brother down in Hamilton. I'll be turning 18 and possibly working with him in carpentry, which I'm really excited about.
We both grew up in Rocky Boy Reservation and we met each other in Rocky Boy High School. I was in foster care twice, once when I was about 8 to maybe 9. And then my mom did get custody back, but she lost it again about 16, 17. I guess I was just old enough for them not to even think about doing anything with me, so I kind of just was on my own.
I went in when I was 10. Throughout my years in foster care, it was very unstable. So I went to a lot of housing. A lot of it was with family members, but that caused a lot of conflict. When I got older, I knew that I wanted to have a place of my own to call my own home without ever having to worry about being kicked out or moved away again.
We've made our way out here about 5 or 6 years ago, and we just kind of tried to make a foothold, and it's been really hard.
So I was a month away from turning 21 when we had decided to adopt my brothers. My brothers are 16 and 17 now, but we adopted them when they were 13, 14.
We had no hope of seeing them until they were adults.
We wanted to adopt them to be able to provide them stable living. We wanted to have an actual home.
But we had no honest hope until we came across the Habitat for Humanity program. Getting the call was definitely nothing short of a miracle, I guess.
We actually had to put 500 volunteer hours in on helping build the house and then helping build other people's houses and then also volunteering at the restore And then once we completed the 500 hours, then we got to move in. This program is very important because it helps people who are almost qualified to get a house through a bank but aren't.
The mortgage that Habitat's helped us acquire is so much lower than what renting is offering right now. And that definitely gives us a leg up with saving money and just being able to afford better things. Stuff we didn't think we could have. Stuff we definitely didn't grow up with.
Like some things that we grew up without would be like basic necessities like cars, groceries. So like having that now is definitely, it's a very big impact. Like not having to worry about those things anymore. Difference that having a house has made in my life is just having that stability and like knowing you always have a place to go to. I think it offers my brothers somewhere they can actually call home.
Originally from Great Falls, I was born here, raised here, stayed in Montana most of my life until I ended up joining the military. The job I ended up picking was for artillery. I got shipped out to Kosovo. During the conflict there was ethnic cleansing going on, and there was areas where there was mass grave sites, and so we had to go do mass gravesite excavation and cleanup, which was really hard on a 19-year-old boy to experience that stuff. I guess I didn't really process any of it. Started out pretty quickly after I got out of the military, fell down a kind of a wayward path. Drug use, criminal activity, a lot of just hopelessness and helplessness and homelessness. I was arrested and charged with felony possession of dangerous drugs. After serving a couple months in jail, they said I could do Veterans Treatment Court with a 3-year suspended sentence. It was either that or, I could go to prison. I made a decision to try something that I had never tried before. Why don't I try to find something real to live my life for? Why don't I try fighting for myself for one time in my life? I didn't care about myself a lot. I didn't think much of myself. So one of the things that I forced myself to do every single day was I would go stand in front of the mirror and make myself tell myself positive things about myself every single day. Like telling myself things like, Jeremy, you matter. Jeremy, you're compassionate. Jeremy, you deserve good things in your life. 18 months after I really started doing this, one day I was standing in front of the mirror and I told myself, Jeremy, you matter. And I believed it. I remember that, and it felt super impactful. See me now. I'm in college to become an addictions counselor. I work for Green Apple Counseling Services as peer support. I help set up and maintain and continue the Veterans Treatment Court alumni group. Just like complete 180-degree turn. I have direction, I have purpose. My life is fulfilling. I get to look forward to a future that's worth living.
We are United Way of Cascade County, and each year we help more than 25,000 neighbors, friends, and co-workers in our community. We are more than fundraisers. We are difference makers, game changers, groundbreakers. We are believers and achievers, because united is the way to see students succeed, families thrive, and our neighbors have healthy lives and vibrant futures. When we live to give, we will always live united.